Students, welcome to the lecture. My name is Ms. Sifra and this is 8th class SST book Know Your World, written by Khatija Chagla Beg. Children, today we will study chapter number 1. So kindly come to the page number 1. The decline of the Mughals. Children, in this chapter we will study about the downfall of the Mughal Empire, that how eventually this huge empire came to an end. Children, first of all I'll read the text for you and then I'll explain it to you. So come to the text. The beginning of the 17th century was a significant period for the Mughal Empire. Events that happened at this time, both within the empire and outside, influenced the destiny of the Mughals. By the 18th century, the shape of the empire had changed drastically, and by the middle of the 19th century, this glorious rule finally ended. In 1615 CE, children, CE stands for Common Era, when Emperor Jahangir gave the British permission to trade with India. Little did he know that he was actually setting the stage for the end of Mughal rule in India and the takeover of the subcontinent by the British. The Mughal Empire was at its peak during that time. Jahangir's son Shah Jahan had a prosperous rule and his son Aurangzeb had a relatively peaceful reign for the first 20 years or so. Towards the end of the 17th century, cracks had begun to appear in the empire. Dear students, Mughal Empire was founded by Babur in 1526. For about 2 centuries, this empire flourished successfully and stretched from Indus Basin in west of Afghanistan to the highlands of Bangladesh in the east. Beginning of 17th century was a significant period for the Mughal Empire until 1615, when Emperor Jahangir gave the British permission to trade with India. Mughal Empire was at its peak at that time. Children, actually British wanted to trade in spices with India because at that time the subcontinent was very famous for its spices. But this permission given by Jahangir proved to be setting the stage for the end of the Mughal Empire. Jahangir and his son Shah Jahan ruled prosperously, but his son Aurangzeb and the heir of Shah Jahan ruled peacefully only for about 20 years. And after that, cracks had begun to appear in the empire. This happened, children, because Aurangzeb was a fanatic, which means that he could not tolerate non-Muslims. He made non-Muslims subordinates, not colleagues, in the mixed Hindu-Muslim state, which was definitely the subcontinent. Moreover, he was highly obsessed with the Deccan and he fought his rebellions. His execution of Sikh Guru lost him the loyalty of the Sikhs. Moreover, he imposed jizya and forbade to celebrate Hindu festivals. His enmity with Marathas, he lost his loyalty of Rajputs, and hence he made many enemies. Although he ruled the longest for any later Mughal rulers, but rest of his life was spent in fighting fruitless wars, some of which did not even add an inch to the Mughal Empire.